Hey everybody, welcome back to the Mountain Race series. We are back here once again, ready for some high octane racing here as we make our one and only stop of the season here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the AdvoCare 500. Now, there's a lot going to be going on after this race, a lot's going to change, and a lot of drivers are going to be eliminated from contention to make the chase. I did some math before this race, and if you remember the points being shown at the end of each video, if you guys forgot, that's where the video or the point standings are, is at the end of each video. 29th on down, if you're 29th or down on the standings, or in the standings or whatever, 29th or down, you are already mathematically eliminated from contention to make a chase berth or have a chase berth this season. So I am sorry to those drivers, but 28th on up, you're still eligible. But here after Atlanta, that margin of drivers could cut down quite a bit. You had to be within 96 points in this race to still be eligible, but after this race it'd be down to about 48 or 9. So there will be a cutoff line to show who is still eligible in the next video, or at the end of this video, and the points. I will have a line drawn on the point standings showing, and that's where it'll cut off. So enough talking about that. We will update some drivers in the standings, but we're going to just show a couple drivers, and then we will get ready for the starting commands and get ready to go racing. Daryl Parsons in the 55, carrying the Arcade Motors paint scheme. He's brought it back for the first time in a while this season. He will be starting on the pole today. I believe Daryl is out of contention already. Or he's 27th, he's barely. And I don't know if this is his first pole or not. It is. Yes, this is Daryl Parsons' first pole of the season. And alongside him is Randy Carpenter. A couple drivers need to run. Taylor Orndorff, good qualifying effort in third. And then you got a couple of the Penske cars. Ryan Acosta and Steve Gonzalez both battling for a chase spot. But neither one of them have a win. Their teammate Zohar Munn got a win. Maybe one of those Penske Dodges will get to victory lane today. Ralph Green starts 6th in the 28. You got Trent Dunham, 7th in the standings, starts 7th. Ryan Juke, another wild card contender, trying to get another win, starts 8th. Seth Cole and new driver Sean Galligan with an impressive top 10 last week at Bristol. In his debut, will start out or round out the top 10. But now we're going to get ready to go racing, get these commands going, and we'll be racing here and showing you the grid for today's AdvoCare 500.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car, we got a good driver, we got a good pit crew. All we got to do is just everybody carry the weight. We'll be just fine at the end of this thing. See you at 4. See you, bud.
There goes the field rolling by. But here's your starting lineup for today's AdvoCare 500, race 25 of the season. We are back from the starting grid once again as the pace car leads the field around turns 3 and 4 for the final time as we get ready to go racing here at Atlanta. Daryl Parsons, Randy Carpenter, both looking for a win. Carpenter looking for his second career win. Daryl Parsons for his first. And we wait for the green flag, and it's out. We are racing here in Atlanta. Now, there can be a lot on the line today in this race. Drivers have to drive safe, or drive careful, I guess cautious you could say. It can be a horrible time to give up their chance to make the chase in the early laps here at Atlanta. There's a lot of racing to go around Atlanta, as the inside line looks like the line to be at right now. Randy Carpenter is starting to struggle. He's got kicked to the high side, so is Ryan Acosta, who rides the wall just a little bit. Daryl Parsons will lead lap 1. Look at the drivers 3rd through 5th. Steven Gonzalez, Trent Dunham, and Seth Cole back here trying to stay up front, and Trent Dunham just went way up the hill. He's going to have to get out of the throttle. And now Steven Gonzalez is going for second place on Daryl Parsons, and just got passed for the lead as Taylor Orndorff is in the lead. A rare sight this year for the 91 car being in the front. Struggling season. Was a contender for the chase, or for the championship a couple of times. Just not been his season for Taylor Orndorff in that 91 team. As Steven Gonzalez is going to make it early, trying to get a lap and get a bonus point. Every point matters for these drivers. And also wanted to point out, we're going to look for our, I just saw Dylan Young just ride the wall back here in the 9. There he is right there. He held up Jessica Miller and Aaron Williams. They're going to go by. We're looking for a point there. There's James McLeod, our winner for last week from Bristol. Finally broke that winless streak. James is the only driver who has clinched a spot in the chase. He was far enough ahead. Sean Henley in second did not clinch yet. Sean's on the verge of clinching for sure. Jack Richards has a long shot as well in third in the standings. But Sean is back here running bad. James is not running well. There's Jack Richards hung up behind Ryan Acosta, who cannot get off the top. He's falling back. We got some 3-wide racing. Whoa. Had some great racing though today. Zohar Munn behind Dougie Shears. They go by Jacob Rodriguez, who's still trying to clinch a spot. Dylan Poteet with the Pepsi Max paint scheme this first time this year. He just slid up the track. There's Trent trying to make his way back up behind his good buddy Ralph Green. Not. Eric Burton started out back. He's working his way up. He's still trying to get a wild card spot. Taylor Orndorff's not the leader anymore, or Steven Gonzalez. I don't know if he led a lap. And Cody Lamas is up leading, and his teammate Daryl Parsons, the pollster, is right back up there as well. There's 2 of the 3 MWR cars up there. Callum Welch took third away from Reb Bell. Michael Kazi, and whoa, there's Brandon Parsons. He started out back. He's already up to 6th. And there's Connor Breeden, the Interstate Batteries Toyota. He's in 7th. Danny Wells, 8th. He came here 10th in the standings. No wins. Danny must win a race, or he needs to stay in the top 10 the next 2 weeks if he wants to make the chase. Dougie Shears is going under him now in the 51. Trent Dunham has his brother Zohar Munn under him. There's I did it again. I've done it 2 races in a row now. Brody Vanta. I don't know why I keep saying Brody. Oh, I see smoke. Oh, I think Aaron Williams is wrecked back here. Aaron Williams has 18th in the standing. He is just wrecked. I think he wrecked with our points there. James McLeod and Jack Richards. They're the only 3 cars back here. I don't think James McLeod wanted to run bad, even though he's clinched a spot in the chase. Jack Richards could have clinched a spot. Now he's in trouble with doing that. Aaron Williams, 18th in the standing. This is definitely going to kill him. This could be a door opener for some of these drivers with 1 win. And Aaron Williams is struggling. He might drop out of the top 20 in this spot in time and everything. Jacob Rodriguez back here running bad with James Qualls. None of these drivers that need to be running good are running in the back. Dylan Young, he's not in the top 10 anymore. He needs to get back up there. Randy Carpenter, outside post sitter. Carpenter's in the back now. There's Dylan Poteet, Jessica Miller, and Charles Jackson racing back here. Danny Wells is falling back. It shows you how easily you can fall back through this pack. And you have to be able to stay up front and consistently if you want to have a good point today. Because as soon as you slip up, you go straight to the back here, it looks like. It's going to be all about timing here in this race. There's Zach Carlson. He's kind of fallen off the map a little bit as the last few weeks, ever since he won at Pocono a while back. He came in, I think, 15th in the standings. Yep, and he just got freight trained by the Penske boat right there. Steven Gonzalez and Ryan Acosta just flew by him as they go by Michael Kazi and Jessica Lawrence on the high side. There's Ryan Juke right behind him. Matthew Rodriguez following Adrian Becker. And there's Seth Cole. He's up to 6th in the standings coming into this race. Looking for a good run. He's 2 cars behind former points leader Sean Henley, who had a good run going last week. Had an overheating issue on the 3 car, ended up 40th. Really hurt his chance to clinch a spot last week at Bristol, but Sean, where he is right now, is more than likely going to clinch a spot in the chase if he stays around where he is right now, definitely. But the magic number is definitely 49 for these drivers. If you're 49 points ahead of 10th place, you're in good shape. As they go by Daryl Parsons, who's starting to struggle again. Connor Breen is going to go up in the wall almost. Look out. And we go back to the front. Dougie Shears was the leader. Callum Wells is now the leader. Looks like McLeod and Jack Richards are back up to speed. Aaron Williams is falling off the pace. While we have a chance, let's go check out what happened to them earlier on in the race. Now we go back here. This is back on lap 6 working it. It's in the back of the pack. Aaron Williams in between Emilio Navarre and Jack Richards. And I think Williams' car is pushing up the track big time. And he's just going to run out of room, and Jack Richards is already there. Williams just slides up into him. Williams' car just lost grip right there. He spins. James McLeod, he hits the brake, gets in the back of Jack Richards. Williams goes for a spin. McLeod, the only reason they lost the pack is because of that wreck. McLeod really didn't hit anything, just barely bumped the back of the 14. But that's the only reason James McLeod's back there. That was just bad luck to be there. Richard has some side damage, and Aaron Williams has a little bit of front end damage from getting into 14. But 31 just lost some grip right there and just slid up the track and wrecked himself, basically. That's a tough break for those drivers. We'll see if they can recover or get any kind of ground back up as we go back to the leaders now and resume action live here at Atlanta. Callum Wells is your race leader. Alright, and we are back as Callum Wells continues to lead, but here comes Dougie Shears. He goes under him for the lead in the 51 car. The Tiger paint scheme on that Phoenix Racing Chevrolet. I think it's Tiger. Probably messed it up already, but Dougie got a new sponsor this week. He's going to try to take advantage and takes the lead. Going off turn number 4 as Cody Lamas is working his way back up there in the 56. Great run for that Napa Toyota. He's had a struggling season ever since he took over this ride. He's just trying to make a name for himself here in the Mountain Dew Race Series. He's doing a great job right now. He's in between the Roush drivers of Callum Wells and Brandon Parsons. Parsons 11th in the standings. He was right behind his teammate, one of them, Danny Wells, and he's right now running 4th. This is a good run for him. Red Bell, 9th in the standings, running 5th. As Callum Wells is starting to creep in, and now goes to the inside of Dougie Shears once again for the lead. As we are coming up on the halfway point in a couple of laps, and it looks like Callum's going to take the lead. Nothing else has happened. There's Sean Galligan back here. He started up near the front. Oh, he's going to get into Dylan Young. They make contact. Dylan Poteet probably didn't want to be around that. Matt Wells is back here. There's Taylor Orndorff, and there's the two Roush cars again working together this whole time. Gonzalez and Brian Acosta are always by each other. And they are stuck behind Barney Ward in the 5 car, who is starting to struggle a little bit. There's Aaron Reed. He's trying to get something going. He's going to run out of time to make this chase if he doesn't get another win. Danny Wells has dropped back to the 29th. This is just constantly shuffling. There's Liam Irving battling with Charles Jackson back here. James Qualls, Ralph Green, and Randy Carpenter as well. There's Jacob Rodriguez getting ready to get a challenge from Brody Banta. And there's Mike Becker, who's also needed a good run behind Emilio Navarre and Adrian Becker. Tim Freilich goes 3 wide right here. Whoa, Seth Cole needs to get out of that situation. Michael Kazi, and then we're going to close. Oh, and they wreck! Kazi's around, Emilio Navarre! Oh, and Seth Cole got in, and we got a huge crash! Oh my god! We have cars flipping! A huge crash that could change everything in this chase coming up. And that might have been the opening that, oh, James McLeod will have to avoid. Yikes! Did they avoid? Oh no, they didn't! McLeod, Richards are in it. Aaron Williams is going to avoid. Steven Gonzalez is in it. There's Michael Kazi, Matt Wells. There comes the leaders. Dougie Shears and Callum Wells are side by side for the lead. Callum, they'll have to make an evasive move to the high side to avoid it all. Oh my goodness. Dylan Young's in it. Barney Ward, Taylor Orndorff, James McLeod, Dylan Poteet, Jacob Rodriguez, Jack Richards, big hit right there. Charles Jackson's on pit road. You can't see. Emilio Navarre, Jessica Miller, Seth Cole is on pit road. Oh man. Danny Wells is in it. Aaron Reed, Liam Irving, there's Charles Jackson. There's other cars that are involved in it. Man, oh man, what just happened? I just happened to catch it. There's Brody Banta, he's on pit road. James Qualls. And there's an 83, he is off the pace. Dylan Young's already back on the track. You see, they're trying to get every point they can for that 9 car. They're going to the racetrack that Dylan Young won at this season. His only win came at Richmond. That's next week. They're going to have to hope for a miracle now and get another win, because their chances of winning today are over. Man, oh man, a lot of contenders got taken out. And one driver that probably just benefited from all that was Aaron Williams. He was running dead last. Last time by, he was 21st. How things can change in a matter of laps here in the Mountain Dew Race Series as he comes up on Ryan Acosta. That is for position 20. So Aaron Williams might have just had a golden horseshoe given to him today in that Cheerio Chevrolet. Now we're going to go back up to the leader and see who he's leading. Oh, Steven Gonzalez is holding up Cody Lamas. They're going to get a by on him. Man, Steven's going to try to gain any points he can. He's talking to his teammate Zohar Munn. That's not going to work. He's trying to get out of his teammate's way. Now he's still blocking his teammate only. Oh man, oh man. What all just happened, we don't know. Red Bell and Daryl Parsons are really close to each other. Oh, and Dougie Shears is leading. He got hung up behind Ryan Acosta. He just lost that big lead he had. You got to be careful. Whoa, Daryl Parsons, look out. He just ran right into the side of Ryan Acosta. And there's going to be a lot of slow cars. This is going to really affect the outcome of this race probably by the time it gets around. There's Barney Ward and Aaron Williams up ahead of the leaders. And now Daryl Parsons is driving the wheels off that 55 car. Toyota has a lot of power, it looks like, today. He started on the pole. He's showing why he had the pole today. Showing all that muscle under that Michael Waltrip Racing engine. Going back after Dougie Shears for the lead. It's going to determine where Barney Ward goes, determine who's going to get this lead right here. He's going to easily pass Dougie, and he's going to go right by Barney Ward, so give the lead back to the pole sitter, Daryl Parsons. A rare sighting this season to see the 55 car up front. Daryl's not had a great season this year. As he's coming up on the 31, the 21. Daryl's trying to get a win. He's still mathematically eligible to make the chase, but I mean, he's borderline from getting eliminated. Dougie Shears is racing for wins. He's not racing for points. He came in here late in the season. Well, he's going to race really hard with Daryl Parsons. Oh, and he just cut Dougie off. Man, that's going to be... You don't probably want to be cutting off Dougie Shears. I've learned from experience. Don't ever do that. And now he's going to go up around Ryan Juke. Where did he come from? And Matthew Rodriguez. They're third and fourth now. With Colin Wells in fifth, they've got a lot of drivers up here. Even out the front, up front. They go by Aaron Williams to put him a lap down. I don't think Aaron really cares at this point because he just gained about 20 spots from that wreck, which we're getting ready to go back and check. As soon as see if we get the lead battle calmed down, we will. Let's just see what happened. We still got a lot of contenders in this race. Well, guys, we were actually watching it live when it happened. Michael Causey and Seth Cole. Same scenario as Aaron Williams and Jack Richard earlier. Michael Causey slid up into the car above him, which was Seth Cole. He gets up on his side. Emilio Navarro had nowhere to go. They go for a ride. Mike Becker sneaks by. Seth Cole had it avoided, but got ran over by Brody Banta. Randy Carpenter plows in. They continue on. You see Jacob Rodriguez, Jessica Miller. Look at Charles Jackson get jacked up. Look at him go right over the 19 and the 78. Look at Charles fly. Liam Irvig, James Qualls, Causey is flipping. Dylan Pote barrels into Ryan Acosta. Matt Wells is in it. Taylor Orndorff. There's Danny Wells. Aaron Reed is flipping. Zach Carlson gets a piece of it. There's Liam Irvig upside down, the 17 there in the Valvoline Next Gen Ford Fusion, if I can think for it. Brody Banks on top of Emilio Navarro's car. There's Jacob Rodriguez. There's John Galligan, Steven Gonzalez, Dylan Young, Ryan Acosta. And here they come up on the leaders. Barney Ward. There's Randy Carpenter with damage. And all the cars reset the pit road. There's James Qualls. Aaron Reed, so on. We're going to go right on board with somebody to look at that wreck. On board with Seth Cole, and this is what he saw, and it was a sight. There's the contact of Causey, and here comes the rest. I think Seth Cole about flipped over too. Watch the Carson flying by him right here. You see Liam Irving, just look how far the 17 car went. There's a lot of cars in that part of the wreck. We're going to check out another onboard view. You want to talk about an onboard view right here? You thought that was crazy. This is Charles Jackson inside the 5-Hour Energy Toyota number 15. And this is what he saw inside the car. This car's about to go in the air. Look at this. Look at this sight. A horrible crash in the back straightaway took a lot of contenders out of today's race. We'll update the field after this commercial break, and we'll get to the end of this race here at Atlanta. And we are back. Daryl Parsons continues to lead. James Qualls, Jessica Miller, Randy Carpenter, Brody Banta, Emilio Navarro, Seth Cole, Aaron Reed. As we got about lead, Matthew Rodriguez slides by Daryl Parsons, who just went out of the groove. Looks like the actual race at Atlanta we had. Or no, not Atlanta. Never mind. I think something else. Charles Jackson, Liam Irvig, Danny Wells, Michael Causey, Matt Wells, Jacob Rodriguez, James McLeod, Jack Richards out of this race. And we have other cars multiple laps down. And Matthew Rodriguez is now leading. Came here in the top 20 in the standings, but no win for this 29 car. He's in a bad situation. Win or go home. Or just have to run consistently and get lucky in the top 10. They're catching Dylan Poteet, who is a slow car in the 24. This is going to be a bad spot. They slowed him big time back here. They go right to the high side. And now Dougie Shears going all over Matthew Rodriguez for the lead. He has a fender to the inside. Here comes Dougie. Dougie's been hungry for a victory. He's going to do whatever he has to do to get this victory. He's so close. He's going to drive the wheels off this 51 car. And look who snuck up there and right behind him. Eric Burton. Where did he come from? Eric Burton, who had fallen out of the top 10, trying to get back in the top 10 in the standings with his 2 wins. He could fall back on the wild card situation, but he'd rather not. He wants to have those bonus points going into the chase if he can make it. He wants another win. He wants to become the first 3-time winner this season. And now we got a battle for 4th back here between Ryan Juke and Callum Wells. Callum's still trying to get his first win in a few seasons. It's been a while. Ryan Juke, the winner from Michigan, in a controversial finish that involved him and Jack Richards and James Qualls. And now Callum Wells is slingshotting around Matthew Rodriguez as Eric Burton got by Dougie Shears down the back straightaway. We're going to look back real quick to see what's going on. Cody Lamas is in 6th, Jessica Lawrence is 7th, Red Bell is 8th, Brandon Parsons now back to 9th. 10th place is now Trenton Dunham with teammate Sean Henley right behind him in 11th. Actually, they're not teammates, never mind. I just failed. Gerald Parsons dropped back to 12th. I don't know what happened to his car. Looking through the field one last time. And now, Dougie Shears got back by Eric Burton, but he's coming up on Steven Gonzalez very fast. And it really held him up. Now where are they going to go? Eric Burton will have to avoid the 22. He goes to the high side. Oh, and he wrecked! Eric Burton's around! Oh, and he's going to collect. Oh, Brandon Parsons got a piece of it. Cody Lamas. Oh, Aaron Williams did wreck. Oh, huge crash. Zohar Martin, Connor Breeden, Barney Ward, Ralph Green just flipped Cody Lamas. Tim Freilic's in it. Mike Becker got a piece of it. Oh my God. Sean Henley's in it. He needed to finish well enough to clinch a spot. Zach Carlson, Sean Henley, there they are. Who's leading the race? Oh, here's the battle for the lead. It's the last lap. Callum Wells just got by Dougie Shears. The race was almost, I thought it was over. It's not. Ryan Juke's now 3rd, but Callum Wells just snuck by Dougie Shears. No cars are in front of Callum Wells. Callum Wells, he hasn't won in so long. It's been forever. But Callum Wells can say, I'm back in victory lane. Callum Wells returns to victory lane here in Atlanta. He wins the AdvoCare 500. It's been a long time coming, but Callum Wells, he might not be racing for the championship this season. We don't know. We'll have to check the points. He was pretty far down there. But Callum Wells got what he's been looking for so long. He's finally back in victory lane here in the Mountain Dew Race Series. His first win with the 16 team as well. He won his first couple of races, I believe, in the 6 car. That's driven by his teammate James Qualls. But Callum Wells is back in victory lane. What a huge win for him. And they have a little bit of rubbing back here between Red Bell and Jessica Lawrence. I don't know what that was about, but Callum Wells, victory lane for the 16 team. Race 25 is in the books. Man, that race turned just straight to hell at the end of that race for sure. Man, it's going to be definitely going to be interesting how these points are going to shake up. So much happening right there. But Atlanta never disappoints. Callum Wells, your winner today. Congrats to him, the whole 16 team. I'm trying to think if it's his 2nd or 3rd career win. But nonetheless, it's not his first win, though, and he's back in victory lane. His first win of the season. I believe his first since season 1. No joke. But he finished first. Dougie Shears, oh so close. We'll have to go back and see the path for the win. We missed it. Dougie's going to finish 2nd. Still a good run for him. He still wants that win. Oh so badly. Ryan Juke, 3rd place. He could be a big gainer in points today. He was 19th coming in, but he's going to have a lot go his way. Maybe try to force his way into the top 10. We'll have to wait and see. He needs another win. Red Bell, 4th. Definitely going to help her chances to make the chase. Came in her 9th in the standings. Jessica Lawrence, 5th. A rare good run for the 20 team. Just trying to get some momentum to end the season. Not anywhere in contention to make the chase. Trent Dunham, 6th. Possibly solidified his spot in the chase for the first time. And for once, not in the 30s in the standings, finally. Trent was very happy probably with this finish. Matthew Rodriguez will finish 7th. This helps him a lot. Ralph Green and Adrian Becker with Mike Becker 8th, 9th, and 10th. This could help Mike Becker as well a lot. Sean Galligan finished 11th in his 2nd race, still consistently running well. Kind of pulling an Emilio Navarre right there for sure. Emilio did the same thing when he first started. Ryan Acosta still got a 12th place finish after all that happened. Eric Burton was the cause of that last wreck. Get into it, trying to make it 3 wide around Steven Gonzalez did not work. Caused a big wreck. I don't know what Eric was doing. He ended up 13th. Cody Lamas, Brandon Parsons, top 15. He got Sean Henley, Connor Breeden, and Sean probably did clinch his spot in the chase. It will be shown in the description, or not in the description, at the end of the video. I'm telling. It is late, so I'm just like messing up my talking. You see Connor Breeden, Daryl Parsons ended up 18th. Zohar Mine, Tim Frederick, your top 20. And then we're going to show you the rest of the results that will be a killer for some of these drivers. Dylan Young went up 21st, Aaron Williams 22nd, Zach Carlson 23rd. Skip down for some more contenders. 26th with Steven Gonzalez, Jack Richards 28th, James McLeod 29th, Jacob Rodriguez 30th, Danny Wells 33rd. See Aaron Reed 36th, Seth Cole 37th, Brody Banter 39th, James Qualls finished last. We'll go back and check the replay of that last wreck though. It happened between Eric Burden and Steven Gonzalez. Now, we saw Dougie Shears catch Steven Gonzalez. He slowed down and stayed behind him. He stayed patient. He goes to the inside. Eric Burden has a full head of steam. Goes up on the outside of Steven Gonzalez. Runs out of room. Just not a good move at all. Callum Wells, look how close he was to getting in that wreck. Sneaks by. Matthew Rodriguez goes for the wall to avoid it. He still gets hit. He gets pancaked a little bit. Gonzalez had it almost saved. He went back down the other way. Jessica Lawrence snuck by. Brandon Parsons. Oh my God, look at Steven Gonzalez. He got clobbered by Cody Lamas. Trent Dunham avoided. Aaron Williams, the door closed on his face. Eric Byrne just got hit by his teammate, Daryl Parsons. Sean Henley got hit back here. We got to see what happened to Sean. Missed that part. Oh, he was the one that hit Eric Burden. There's so much going on right here. It's hard to keep up with everything. Sean's going to clobber the 40 head on. Gets hit by Connor Breeden. Zohar just misses. Adrian Becker, Daryl Parsons. There's the other car sliding through there. Barney Ward snuck by. Mike Becker did as well. Connor Breeden hits the 22. Zohar hit the 56. They collided. The 99 and the 31. 42 hit the 12. The 5's hitting somebody. 22 got hit by the 28 and the 43. Here comes Tim Freilich, who might have avoided it. Oh, no, he didn't. He got in it. He hit the 56. Thought Freilich did. Cody Lamas flipping. Dylan Poche clobbered Connor Breeden. So did Taylor Orndorff. Zach Carlson clobbered Daryl Parsons back here. And then Dylan Young's gonna sneak by on the high side, I think. And that was the end of that wreck. We'll take one last look at this real quick and rewind it. Just have to cycle through everybody. Here's the wreck one last time. And that was it. That was the wreck. And here is the pass for the lead. Callum Wells got to the inside of Dougie Shears, coming to the white flag. He worked his way under him. Drag race. Dougie leads the white flag lap. They go into turn 1. This is where Callum just sneaks by him. Pass for the win. Callum Wells gets by Dougie Shears. And he eventually went around and won the race. So there's your race. And then we'll go back to the results and get ready for the post race. Alright guys. One last look at the results, and the points, like I said, will follow at the end of this video. And just remember to comment or whatever. But Callum Wells is your winner today, and the points will definitely be shuffled. And we'll have a line to show where the cutoff is, who is still mathematically eligible to make the chase. So we are done from here, and we will show you where we're going next week. But you all know where it is. We're going to be going to Richmond. So stay tuned. Alright guys, like I said, we will be going back to our final race of the regular season before the chase starts. We will be going to Richmond, which I don't remember which track I use. I'll just show one. Richmond's our next race. Race 26, the final race before the chase begins. So we will determine the 12 drivers that will be competing for the championship. These men and women will be driving crazy and what they'll have to do and all that. I'm probably sleep talking right now. It is very late. But they'll have to drive as hard as they can to see who will make the chase for Season 4 of the Mountain Dew Race Series. I hope you guys enjoyed today's race, and I'll see you guys at Richmond. One last time, congrats Cal Wells on the victory. Points will be following this, so just look at that and see where you are, and let's go points racing at Richmond. Get this chase going for Season 4. I will see you guys then.